it because it's too high? It is because it's too high. Ah, yeah, but. Okay. Your message is now on here. Oh, hello, Michiru-san. Can you hear both music and wind? Maybe I should just move the mic closer. Okay. I had a bad system before where I would just put on a mask, and that helps putting it closer to my mouth. Give me a second. Apologize for all of the ear noises. I've been using this background music for like all of my stream at this point. I'm sorry if it drives you nuts, because it's gonna be one song throughout the entire stream most likely. So, gomen Is the audio better? Ah. Okay. So I know not a lot of people actually watch the stream, but I have never actually made an intro for any of the stream, so I feel like I have to. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Hello, hello. Oh, Moi-san. Hello, Moi-san. Hello, Michiru-san. Thank you for coming. Okay. So most of the stream is gonna be of sketching because I'm in the sketching phase of the the project that I'm working on. I guess that's what you can call it. We got all of the pages over here, and I'm kind of just adding pages as I go, technically speaking. So this is not like the indicative of what it's gonna be. I also have like these back pages just to like have an idea that these are my last quote-unquote pages. But I have not got to that point yet. It's also very early in the morning, so my voice is probably a bit lower than how it would be usually. But you know, whatever. You get stuff mad, right? It's just low voice. It's fine. I'm not as chaotic as I am on my own. It's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. For anybody who knows me from Edo, oh sorry, what's the YouTube name? Mire, right? For anybody who knew me from Mire, I probably would not be as chaotic as I was in their stream. Sorry, comment in their stream. Mostly because I'm just chilling, you know. I'm by my own. I'm just talking to myself. So it'll probably be a lot chilling unless there's something warrant the chaos. Hi. Oh, it's cold. Okay. Good morning, Wolfa-san. Thank you for coming. I need to actually look at my sketch. Okay. So I don't know how people actually do this process of drawing these things, but for me, not usually. I've only done this once. This is my first time. For me, I have like a script. I have a general like bullet points of ideas, and then I have a script, kind of, that I kind of stick to, kind of don't. And then I have this. which I might also stick to or not. But I most likely stick to this one a lot more than I stick to the script. Either way, we will see if how much Rim will stick to this. Okay, they don't have that. Got it. So, if anybody have anything to talk about, anything to ask, feel free to. Rim is a very friendly person. Hi hi. I'm not gonna lie, these days it has been so cold for like no reason because where I'm from is not actually common for it to be that cold, but it's been so cold. I don't even know what degree it is in the morning. I think it's like 24, which is again not that bad, but it's not common for this place to be 24 degrees cold, if you know what I mean. Though for most places probably just chilly or quite warm for a lot of western country maybe, but it's not common for where I am, so I'm freezing over here. My hands are cold. I have no mittens. People with their mittens. How can I draw with my mitten? My fingers are still gonna be cold if I use like those like finger exposed gloves, you know? It's not gonna help. What am I gonna do with my fingers? It's cold. Put this thing over here so it'll be easier to keep track of. There we go. Also, Mina-san, Rim would really appreciate if every once in a while you type in the chat something like press Control S or like save because I forget it a lot. So if you could, I would really appreciate it. If you don't, it's fine either. It's fine as well, but we might just lose process, which you know, it's fine, but it's fine. Hello, Taco-san. Welcome to the stream. It's just a lot of sketching today. Oh, Gigi. Hello. Yes, yes, I remember your account name. My glass is fogging up so much. Okay. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it a lot. To be honest, I kind of like advertise myself on Twitter as a Vietnamese YouTuber, mostly because I am. Oh, hello! Hello, Eddie-san. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. I did not expect that. You know, I was fully prepared to just stream alone. To just be like alone in this stream. Nosferatu-san, hello! Watching Haikyuu is so good. Hi! Haikyuu is really good. Where are you at in Haikyuu, Dago-san? But yeah, as I was saying, I was fully expecting to just stream completely alone today, so thank you everybody for coming over for hi. Okay, what am I trying to do? It's turning to look up past the view. If I get quiet, it's most likely because either my Discord died or because I'm trying to focus. Oh, that looks weird. I like that. Also, the concept of this project slash fan book, well, this fan book project is actually putting Nishinoya as a second year and putting Asahi as a first year, and then flipping their height. So they have both height flip and eto, height flip and uh, age flip high. So it's just a lot of derivative work, I guess. But you know, that's what I do. Season 1, episode 10. Ah! Tako-san! I see. Pretty too early on, but yes, it's still very good. It gets, at least in my opinion, it gets better as it goes. But it also does depend a lot on how you see it, so I don't know. Okay, let's hope this thing don't glitch out. Thanks. Anu-san, hello! Thank you for coming! Oh, suge! I did not expect. I mean, I know you said you'd come, but I didn't expect it. I'm currently just... I've been up all night super project by some kind of deprived and dying right now, but then I saw you coming stream, so let's go! Yabaiぜ. Okay, yabai. I think it would be healthier if you would go to bed first hour, but I appreciate you joining. Start of the episode after Asai hits the first ball. Oh, Asai, you just met Asai-san. Oh, yabai. This is kind of one of the things that what am I trying to say? This is one of the things Clip Studio gives you. It gives you a motto that you can kind of pose around to find like perspective and whatnot, and it's quite very useful. So. It's actually been for me time I head to bed. Good night, have a good stream, y'all. Thank you for coming, Tako-san. Have a good night. Technically speaking, a lot of you guys should probably be asleep. I scheduled like a really bad time for all of you, isn't it? Didn't I? This is the true reason why it's usually only me in the stream. I was thinking of you when I finished watching Haikyuu today. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good night, Tako-san. Hi. Good night, Tako-san. Have a good night. Have good sleep. This is a male model? It is. Probably will not follow this model like note to note, because Asai's little baby Asai face is not as long, but it's fine. I really want to say because I can't understand English, but anyway, I'll stay here for half an hour or for an hour. Okay. Thank you, Anu-san. Thank you, Anu-san, for coming and for staying for half or an hour or so. Usually with art streams, I end up going like very long because I just sit here like depending on the amount of time that I actually draw, which usually stem from like 4 to 3 hour max, but sometimes I will push myself to 4 hours. But hi. No full rotation, only 7 p.m. Suge, Kitty-san. Perhaps that's why you're usually the only one in my stream. Because it's early for you. This is still boobies. Did not expect it to show so much chest, but it's fine. I kind of want the shoulder to be going up a bit, but don't know how to do that. Yeah, I have no idea how to do that. どうやった? Yeah, don't know how. I made a promise to be no Cupid. I appreciate the Kitty-san. Since this is mostly me sketching, you're probably gonna see a lot of like errors as well. Like I will like do things and then delete them a lot. It's a very common thing where for Rim. I remember one of the first time I drew Noya. I don't think I was streaming that time. Hi, I was streaming one of the first time I drew Noya and Asahi as like a ship. Well, you know what I mean. But the first time I drew Asanoya, I was streaming it and I had a gigantic struggle drawing both Asahi and Noya. I remember people was kind of joking about how many times I undo Noya's hair. His hair is difficult. Okay, sometimes I still struggle as well. Sometimes his hair feels so stiff for the way I do it, so I would also undo and redo. Noya hair is a different struggle in of itself. How does the veins look? I'm gonna be wearing shirts, it's not like it matters much, but Control S. Oh, thank you. I forgot. See, I told you. I forget. I told you. I forget to save. I sometimes like realize that I did not like save the entire process until like literally at the end. Like I remember, like I did a 4-hour stream once and I forgot to save the entire time. Like I never really had like that much bad luck with my computer restarting or anything, so it's not like I lose a lot of process all the time, but like I only noticed that I haven't saved up until I finished the piece. His hair is different. Hot. No, your hair is something strange. It is very strange indeed. His hair in season like 1, 2, 3 is very like wild. It's gelled up kind of, so like it sticks up. Like his hair sticks up, but in the earlier season he has like so many strands going everywhere. It's kind of just like but then in later season and also later in the manga as well, his hair kind of just become a clump. Which is fine, it's easy to draw, but it looks very stiff after a while. Oh, he looks like... This looks like that one character. Noya gives a thumbs up to you. Hi. Goodbye, Noya. You're not supposed to be here yet. To be honest, I think Anu-san drew like draw Noya's hair pretty well, if anything. I usually struggle with Noya's hair, but I feel like Anu-san does hair very well. Noya the Hedgehog. Yes. When I was in My Hero Boku no Hero Academia fandom, I was drawing a lot of Bakugo because he was kind of my favorite character. And my favorite ship was Bakugo and Deku, and both of their hairs was a huge struggle for me in every way possible. And he was also frequently referred to as a hedgehog, so I don't know what my fascination with hedgehog is. Even before I was in like anime Twitter and anime fandom in general, I was a fan of this band and this specific artist in the band, and I thought, and this artist basically was like, and this artist was also very much referred to as a hedgehog by the entire fandom. So I have honestly no idea what kind of fascination I actually have with hedgehogs. I just seem to have such a connection. So hi, BNHA. Anu-san, watch BNHA too? Tim Stories Kirishima's hair. Hi, I also struggle a bit with Kirishima's hair. I kind of found my way around drawing Kirishima because when I was in BNHA, I have an AU that I was. Well, I was on AU. It's called Alternate Universe. I think you know this, but just in case. But I had an AU going where Kirishima's hair was not too complicated. It was I have a way around drawing his hair because in the AU he's quite shy in a way. So the only thing that sticks up is his little. Wait, no, not like this. Oh no, I've completely forgotten how he looks like. Yaba, yabe. Ah, I'm sorry. My speech pattern is probably gonna be a little bit out of place with a lot of out of place words and noise. If you don't understand anything, you can ask. It's fine. Oh yeah, this is this. Yes. In my AU, this is how Kirishima looks, and I was able to kind of get away from like drawing his actual hair because I would usually draw him like this. In the AU, he was actually very shy and very quiet. And he was kind of a bit. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, he was into wearing like specific kind of clothing. I think he likes to bright colors and cute clothes, but people were kind of bullying him for it. And then he meets Bakugo in the AU, who told him that it was okay, you know, just to wear whatever, you know, you shouldn't care and stuff like that. So that's fun. I don't run the AU anymore. I've not been in the fandom for a while, but I kind of lurk around every once in a while. So hi. I am mostly into Haikyuu these days. I've not watched or picked up any other anime in like a long time now. Yes, his hair down is a lot easier, indeed. Yes, he is a very cute child in the AU. I kind of wanted to, because you know how in the show he's kind of perceived as somebody who wants to be super manly, so he is, and whatever. I ended up making him like cute because you know he's a cute boy. Eyes are not pointing in the right direction. I don't know if I've been thinking too much about how framing works or something, but like, oh, I don't remember what I wanted to do with this frame. Wait. A cute stare. Hi, he's looking up at Noya-san. Noya-san is behind him, but also he's on this side, this side, this side of the frame. So the idea is that the eyes should be pointing like vaguely over here, if anything. It's also very difficult. I don't like how to look right now. Oh. Ah, yeah, bye. I didn't realize. Okay. Hmm. Also, I'm actually listening to different music on my headphones because those music are kind of copyrighted. And hi. So if I ended up making weird sounds or singing a different song, that might be why. Oh, this boy shaking up. Ah, Epic Sound. Hello, welcome. Thank you for dropping by all the time. Good morning, Apex Sound. You're also up early. Or it's 8 a.m. Yay. For a lot of people, that is early. When we put version after finish it, I actually do not know where I will post it. I'm planning to release it as an ebook because I don't actually know how to. Well, I kind of know how to make a book now, like DIY it, like craft it basically. Like I have a little bit of an idea how to do it, but と I don't know. But I'm planning to probably put it out as an ebook somewhere. I feel a bit bad that I can't release it for free because I need the money. Rib is a poor college student. um, hi. But perhaps in the future I could put it up for like exchange for like other fan works or something. That'd be fun. I probably sell it as an ebook on um I don't know actually. I'll look at it. I mean, Coffee gives me like an option to sell ebooks as well, so I'll look into it. But the plan has always kind of been to release it as an ebook, and if I find out how to do shipping and also how to do a book, how to actually make a book, I will also like send out like a few copies or something. And some sort of take my money. Ufa, if it makes odd noises unrelated to background music casting a spell, okay. Hi. We miscasting a spell. A spell of give me all of your money. His eyebrows are like so uneven. What's happening? He's like questioning, like why Noya's talking to him or something. His eyebrows are like weirdly crooked. He's like, eh? It's a bit too stiff. I don't like it. Okay. Spend time moving it and then delete it. Oh god, now you look even more confused. I don't want it. Yeah, why? Of course, Rim is alien. Of course. Teaching song, I don't know if you're in on the joke, or I don't know if anybody's in on the joke, but in the last stream I did, people were were asking me like what species I am because of my character. The character that is bouncing whenever I talk right now. Hi. But they were asking like what species I am, and I said I was supposed to be an alien, but people keep like misconstruing me to be something else. And then at one point they called me a chicken. At one point they called me a banana, and at one point they asked if I was a watermelon. And at one point I just said yes to all of them, and I made like complete mess out of my own lore that I do not have. I kind of have like an idea for framing, but not all the time. Of course, she didn't die from cuteness. Oh, thank you. Anu-san, thank you. Rim is very cute now. I also like I only noticed recently when I was rereading some of the newer chapter in well not newer chapter but when I was reading Haikyuu because I have a few volumes in my possession. So when I was rereading them, I realized how round all of their faces are, and it's so cute. It makes sense as well because they are children, but but I always never noticed how round their faces actually were. Like I knew they were young, but I think the one with the roundest face was kind of like Nishinoya because I don't know, it just have the roundest of faces. It's adorable. So a biblical chicken alien. A biblical chicken alien with 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 the banana shell that you can then peel off, which will and after one layer of peeling, the banana shell will grow back again. But if you keep peeling it, you will reveal other layers, including the watermelon layers, the strawberry layers, the mango layers, and after you remove all of them, uh, the rim will become so small that it will that little worms in the ground can eat it, and then after it's been pooped out, the cycle will begin again. And the rim species has so many subspecies. To at least this chibi demon moves when you talk, and they were just that way like it. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about the rim species. I forgot what I was saying about the rim species. Well, too bad. You will never know the full lore that I thought of on the spot on like the other day's stream. Rim is somebody who is a little bit strange. I don't actually mind when people was like making fun of me or like say like random jokes and whatnot. So I ended up playing with the joke and become way more chaotic than I actually am. Also, I actually base Asahi's like bag, like according to mine. So, so it's very much inaccurate to what kind of bag they actually have in the series. What's the plot of your Dojin? The general plot of is the general plot can be summed up to first year Asahi slowly falling in love, but it has kind of a little bit more detail. Is about an AU where Noya is in the same year as Daichi and Suga, and he is Asahi's height, like Hana Asahi's height. While Asahi is in the same year as Tanaka, Enoshita, Naritan, and Kinoshita, and whatnot. He's a second year, or at least a first year in this Dojin. And he's also very small, and he's like Noya's height. So their age and their age and their height has been flipped, and now it's kind of exploring their dynamic towards everybody else, and also their dynamic with each other throughout the story, just like in this universe, basically. It's a very character-based story. Like one could say, this is a character study of a universe where Asahi and Noya flip age and height. Maru-san, hello! Thank you for coming! I'm doing Dojin. You okay? I started doing that one Minecraft stream from way back. That was funny. I'm glad you like my chaos. Give me a second. I think I'm gonna reply to somebody's message. That might take. Okay. I mean the plot. Well, about plot, there's it's technically a very um character-based story, so I actually don't know if it would be considered the plot. I guess the plot you could well there are plot points. Um, there are plot points, but there's not a lot of plot just in general. I guess it's just boys in love. I guess it's very fluffy because the angst in the AU kind of started when Dateko started to come in the picture, right? But this Dojin ends just before they meet Dateko, and this is even before Hinata and the actual like first year of the protagonist join and whatnot. So it's very it's like it's a bit angst free if you don't consider all of Asahi's like worries like angsty, but I try to not make his worries like seem angsty. I kind of want to kind of make it a little bit more comedic to have like a lighter tone to the story because it is my first. I don't want to get too complicated and whatnot. Is that character sort of affected personal life? Thank you, Anu-san. Anu said, I remembered. You talked to us about it yesterday. What did I talk about yesterday? No, my brain. My brain's so small. I forget instantly what I just say. Why am I like this? Baru-san said, I've been joining for the whole day, sorry. I wasn't very active in the chat. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Oh, Maru-san. Oh. Oh, my brain. Oh, I just realized Maru-san is on Twitter. I'm sorry. Brain very small. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. Brain is very, very small. Brain don't process information quickly. Yeah, I'm free now because I need a break from composing music. Oh, hi. Feel bad for Ufu-san. You're trying to compose music, so you're probably listening to like one song over and over again. But then you come to the stream, and I also have one song just going on over and over again. Game control. Oh, I forgot. Why do I keep forgetting? Beam-sung, why are you up so early anyway? I'm always up early. I think that's something people kind of find quite surprising because everybody is a bit of a night owl. I remember even my parents were surprised when I like would wake up early, so then I'm a very like I wake up pretty early most of the time. And I remember like my parents would be kind of like, oh, why are you up so early? And then I would be upset, so I would not turn on the lights, but I'm always up early. My usual time when I'm awake is about like 6 a.m. It's very rare for me to miss my alarm clock at 6 a.m. and sleep through it all. And even today, I actually woke up at like 4 a.m. because I saw in my head that it would that it was 7 a.m. and I panicked, so I woke myself up. But no, it was just 4 a.m. But usually Rim wakes up pretty early. Anu-sang asked Wufo-sang, "You're a musician?" Ha, Wufo-sang, are you a musician? Or are you more of a composer? Which technically is a musician. I'm being brainwashed by Rim. Hi. You're being brainwashed by Michi. You're being brainwashed by Michirin Neko March. The video actually goes for 10 hours. I spare you. I only stream for a couple. Also yes, it is a part-time job of mine, said Woofer-san. Oh, soka suge. Oh yes, Bim-sang is an alien morphin. Alien morphin person. Hi. The idea of me waking up early is so strange for some people, and I think that's very funny. But then again, I don't actually like stay up that long either, and I think that's mostly why I wake up early. Like people would stay up like quite late, and some people don't even sleep at night. So they find it strange that I wake up early, but I just function the opposite way, is all. Remember's an early bird. Hi. Eddie-san said I'm a morning person too. Oh! Hi. Oh yeah, I remember Eddie-san would go into chat, and then at one point you would say, "Oh, I'm gonna start my day now," and I was like, "Oh, suka." I woke up early too myself. The question is whether I get out of bed or not. Exactly. Usually when I wake up early, I don't have a task to do. I would just lay in bed and then I scroll around and talk to people in like random chat or something. Or like just like read something or write something. Or think about something a lot. I remember it was very difficult for me to sleep last night because I had like an idea of what I wanted to do with the dojin, and I keep like waking up to sketch it out on my little notepad. And then at one point I have to tell myself to stop. Maru-san said Wim-san has a good sleeping schedule. Hi. Wim was trained as a child to have a good sleeping schedule. Hi. Ow. I used to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to school because my school is actually quite far from my house. Not exactly, if you compare it to like in the big city and in like other countries. But for my standard, for my city standard, it's quite far. I think it's about 30 minutes of a motorbike ride. So it's quite of a distance to cover. Sleep is for the weak. Yes, say that when you've become weak without sleep. Yeah. But I usually would wake up at 5 a.m. to go to school, and then like prepare from 5 to 6, and then like cram eating like throughout, like because I have to be at school at 6:45. If not, I would be considered late. So yes, I would wake up at 5 and then go to school at about like 6-ish. Usually eat on the way or something. Hi. And it became kind of a habit because a lot of my classes was in the morning. Well, most of my like school years was in the morning. So yeah, it became a habit, and plus I like to wake up early because I don't actually have a lot of strength at night. I think one of the reasons why people tend to stay up at night is because they have like a better work schedule at night for them. Like they have the energy to stay up. I do not. Even if I wake up late, I rarely have energy to do things at night. Dying sleeping to this hour. Well, your sleep hour was when I woke up, Anu-san. I remember, but like I remember as a child, I also stay up pretty late to talk to my friends or something. But then I remember like I couldn't, but then I realized I couldn't really keep it up, so I ended up like waking up early. Like I would wake up, like I would actually sleep and then wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. to talk to her. she was in, she was in, she's in Germany. And then I would like wake up early so that it would be an easier time for both of us to be able to talk. But it was strange time. Rim went far for friends. Rim still goes far for friend nowadays, but not to that extent. I get my sleeps, okay. This is very random, but Rim has recently come to really like this one song. It's called Hitchcock by oh god, how do I pronounce their name? Give me a second. I think give me more seconds. I recently like Hitchcock by Yorushika. I find the music very nice, but I find that specific song very relatable, if anything. So, you are free to come to listen if you want, because I like this song a lot. Hi. Oh, my ears are not used to wearing headphones at all. It hurts. Rim, do you eat breakfast? No, well, well, breakfast is, well, breakfast is, breakfast is something, all right. There you go. I spelled it out in chat. Kore. I can't play it. I think I will get striked if I do, but you should look it up. It's a good song. It's a fun song. Well, it's not fun, but it's a good song. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Wolf song. Wait, isn't that song with the Doodle MC Potag in the music video? Hi. Yorushika has, I think, at least 2 well-known like music video with the Doodle main character. But yes, Yorushika. Hitchcock is one of them. Yes, and I really like that song. It's a bit depressing, but it sounds very nice. Is this girl asking about life basically to her teacher, and then halfway through she also asked the teacher what is their like ambition, and have they lost it because they wanted to be an adult. And eventually she asked, is it selfish if I just want to know you and stuff. It's a very fun, it sounds very fun, it's a bit so sad song as Japanese music usually goes. Rem, eat breakfast is important for energy. Says the wolf who doesn't take it anyway either. Wolf was so yabai. We all have terrible eating and sleeping schedule. People just compliment Rim for my sleeping schedule, but well, and then people start talking about the eatings, and it became something else. Rim has a very weird relationship with food, to be honest. Like, I like them a lot, but at the same time, I don't eat a lot of food. And I don't have a lot of, like, palate for many types of food either, to be honest. So, I'm quite easy to feed because you can give me, like, rice and I would eat it and I wouldn't really care. But I can't eat vegetables. I can't eat greens just in general. Whenever I do eat it, my tummy goes really weird. So I end up eating very unhealthy food. Okay, I should go. Will you do another stream this week / next week? I will actually see whether I am able to. And when I can, I will announce it. But thank you for showing interest and thank you for staying, Anu-san. Have a good sleep. Have a good day. I was gonna say good night, but well, it's not night for you anymore, is it? Hito-san, hello. Itadashai, ohayo. Good morning, Rim Sensei. Thank you. Good morning to you too. Rim just casually scheduled a scream at 7 a.m. alone, you know, just casually. Interesting. Hi. It's a whole comic thing. Okay, where was my idea for this? Not this one. My effect. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ. Okay. Bye, Anu-san. Have a good night. I can't believe I'm another vegan. 2020, I'm offended. I am the worst, like, non-vegan ever, to be honest. I am the direct opposite of a vegan. Like, my friend kind of make fun of me because I cannot eat anything other than meat. They not only call me a vegan, they also call me like a pure meat kind of animal. I don't know what you call it in English, I forgot, but like that's what they have reduced me to because I genuinely just cannot eat like like I could eat tofu. I can eat tofu. Yes. If Rim become vegan, Rim will eat rice and tofu where I cannot eat rice. Damn it. Damn it. If I'm vegan, I don't think I can eat rice. Can I? Oh, yabai that. If I become vegan, I become starved. Carnivore. Hi! Rim is a pure-blooded carnivore. Humans are animals that can eat almost anything, but Rim is a pure-blooded carnivore. How about carrots? No, I cannot eat those either. Whenever I eat... Well, there's this type of food that is a bit like sushi, but it's not because it's by the Koreans and they call it differently. But basically, they don't have fish in it, they just have rice and some vegetables. And all the time, and every time I have to actually push out the vegetables from the little sushi-like looking thing, and then eat the meat, the rice, and the manufactured seaweed outside. And usually people would already finish their food, and I would still be picking all of them out. Sometimes my food ended up looking so ugly because I was pushing all of them out, but you know, it happens. Maru-san, I call myself that sometimes too. Maru-san only eat meat too as well. Woofer carnivore. Hi. I've been making a lot of jokes about like be eaten and like eating like quote unquote people. I'm not a cannibal, but sometimes I would make jokes like that, and I I don't know how people would react if they actually find out that Rim in fact only eat meat. I do not want to imagine one day when I get cancelled because I just physically cannot eat vegetables. That would be so tragic. streamer was rejected from streamer was cancelled because they cannot eat meat. Where's the veganism in 2020? How dare Rim? How dare Rim not able to consume vegetables? Initiate consume starch. Rim is not a carnivorous, fruity, biblical phoenix chicken angel. Hi! Indeed! Madu-san said, is that how you scare off children during Halloween, telling kids to eat other people? We actually do not celebrate Halloween, but yeah, Rim is actually very nice in real life. I'm very quiet in real life. Like, I only noticed it recently because one time I was playing around with my group mates and we were basically playing one another. And then, whenever they would play me, like none of them would be able to say anything because they realize they don't know how I talk. And the person who have been living with me during my internship usually point out that I'm very polite and very quiet and I know my place basically. And I only like talk during like important things. And whenever I listen to people, I would go like, like a lot. And I was like, I never realized you think I am that quiet. But yeah, no, Rim is very quiet in real life. Rim would not tell people that I eat humans. Control S. I forgot. Thank you. Thank you, Wufo-san, for your diligence. I think how people express themselves online and how they express themselves offline is usually quite different. Because I think, at least for a few people, being online is just a lot easier to kind of express yourself than in real life. I have a friend who is basically quite different from what I realized. Like her streamer self, or like how she put herself out to the public, is incredibly different to how she is like in private and everything. And it has always been just a little bit fascinating for me to, figure that out and think about it and whatnot. So hi, very fun. Like in real life, I don't think people understand just how much I am obsessed over these characters, and I used to be even more self-conscious about it because I didn't post fan art. I was doing a lot of like commissions and like original work and whatnot because I was kind of afraid of like how people would kind of perceive it, because a lot of my classmates also follow my social media. But after a while, I was like, I want to join the boys. I want to join the boys. So I did. And now my Instagram is full of the boys. So does my Twitter, which is fine. A lot of my friends told me that I have the same kind of energy on and offline. Interesting. Technically speaking, my classmates never really interact with me online. Like my online friends say that I talk the same way that I type, which is a thing. But people who actually know me offline say that I'm quite, at least like from what I noticed, they perceive me very differently than how online people kind of see me. So Rim has a question. How do you guys actually see Rim? Like from how I interact on stream and how I interact with everybody? Like what personality do you think I have? Give that a try. Give that a whirl. Say anything you want. Rim is very thick-skinned most of the time. A bird personality. What does that even mean? Ito-san, what's that mean? A friend said that I'm super aggressive online, but then IRL is soft and gentle. Interesting. Very interesting. I do wish I have like an overlap of online and offline friends, but I do not. Technically speaking, I don't have like a lot of like offline friends. I have a lot of offline classmates that I don't exactly hang out with after school, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's not lonely at all. Based on the thing you talked about, I assume that you're a very heartfelt / emotional person and also straightforward when you need to be. A bird personality is kind of fit rim. What is the bird personality? どういうことよ。Eddie-san said, kind and generous and resourceful. Oh, thank you. Hipster-san is just laughing at me. The first time I saw you, I really liked your bubbliness, the chaotic energy you spawned last time. It's like the type of person you want to have fun and be friends. Oh, thank you. But yeah, see, this is how... But this is kind of how I am as well. Rim has a lot of facets. But that is usually how I am. When I get comfortable around people, I tend to express more of these type of personality. But in real life, when people kind of see me, I remember people actually said they were afraid of me or they were intimidated of me when we first met, because they just kind of and I don't actually know what is scary about me, because I am a 5 foot tall, which is 150 centimeters tall person, which is not that tall, and you know. And I don't think I exude the energy of, oh, don't talk to me or something. So I get quite surprised when I found out that, you know, people kind of perceive me as very different. Because, you know, I'm quite bubbly most of the time. And I remember, like, hanging out with my cousin, I'm also, like, quite hyper as well. I can be very loud. And I remember, like, you know, like, a lot of people told me that I'm loud, but also a lot of people tell me that I'm very quiet. and it's very difficult, because it's like I don't know who you're looking at, man. It's almost like I have like a split way of how people perceive me, and it's like on different ends as well. It's kind of funny. I don't get it, but it's kind of funny to me how there's like such a great divide. I should have not merged these two layers. Bite size. やめろやめなさいよ Also, what is a bird personality? I still don't get it. Wait, I got it. Maybe we can have it over here. Hi. Yeah, we talk about that too. Hi, we did. It's just funny to me, you know? I think it's quite obvious that we don't actually have a lot to talk about. So a lot of like things that I talk about, especially like when I do a stream on my own, it's just a repeat of what I probably have said in other streams or have said to people already. It's not a good thing. I should have a variety of things to talk about, but sadly I don't. You go down here too, thank you. clicking intensified. Okay. Ah, fuck it. Okay. I just have to go find a balloon then. A free made balloon, give me. No, it's good. It just looks out of place, but thank you for thinking that it's good. Ah, yeah, bye. Don't like to tell you there. There's nothing to control S yet. It's difficult. Okay. I guess we keep the white outline then, it's fine. Do you find ever do like online games with your viewers? Because I don't know if you know that what Cards Against Humanity is, but I think it would be fun to play with you and others on the stream. Yeah, sure, I don't mind. I also found out about a website that lets do like draw, like lets like multiple people draw together. So you know, potentially I could make a room and then post a link somewhere on the stream, and then people can come and join in or something. That'd be fun. That would be very fun. I never really thought about it much because I never really had people. I never really had a lot of people watching. but now that I do have people watching, it would be fun. Yes, I could do that. Hi. I don't mind. Like season 4 was ended. Excitedly waits for season 5 in grueling patience. Ah yes, and the showroom but room gamers push capable of. Oh god. That reminds me so much of when I was playing Apex with Apex on I actually don't know. Does he stream on YouTube or does he stream on like other like Twitch? I actually don't know. But there is this person called Apex and at one point I think I streamed with him like the other day or like last week or something, and it was really bad because it was actually my first time ever playing like a first person shooter game. and I told him this, and I also told another friend that we were streaming with at the time that this is kind of my first time ever playing like a first person shooter game, and it became even more gruelingly obvious because I legitimately could not even land a hit in the entire stream. And I was so happy that I was not the one streaming like that day. If not, oof. You would just see me just like do so many dumb things. It's so bad. Rim don't call himself a gamer because I don't game. And because I don't game, I don't lose. And I like to keep my winning records, thanks. Oh, Scribble.io. Yeah, we can do that, yeah. And hopefully you guys are not as quote-unquote experienced in Scribble.io as some of my friends are. Big Man streams on YouTube. Oh, hi. Good to know. I think my other friend was also streaming on YouTube as well. I think most of the, like from what I noticed, it seemed like most Asian streamers stream on YouTube. Which, you know, is a good place to stream. My whole country actually blocks Twitch, so it's not like I don't want to. It's that I physically cannot. Apologize for the noise. You don't game so that you don't lose big brain. Hi, of course. Biggest brain move. Rim pulled a big brain move on y'all. Okay, sorry for the noise. I was removing the headphone that I have because I was listening to like different songs on the headphone, but then it hurts my ear too much. So I will be submitting myself to listening to the Michiri Neko March with all of you. As long as she makes me really happy. It's very cute, but I wonder if I keep listening to it, if I will drive myself completely nuts. Ooh, that's so big. I know the model said it looks fine, but I don't like it. It's not my style. Apologize for the noise once more. I'm readjusting where the mic is. Okay. I wanted to look more timid, but okay. How long have I been streaming actually? Yeah, bye. An hour. Oh my god, I got nothing done. Why must I work so slow? I would plan Travis nuts instead of themselves so they can take over the world one person at a time. The Rimians will rise. Exactly! So this y'all. I would drive everybody nuts with the repeated background music that goes on for 10 hours. And also my horrid gamer skills. Rim advertised channel as art and gaming streamer. Also Rim really bad at games. An hour plus. I draw so slow. I lose track of time very quickly when I draw because I would feel like it's not that long and then suddenly my ass and everything just feels terrible. God, I hate it. God, damn it. Okay. Okay. Very random, but this has been a topic that I've been thinking a lot about lately because I've been seeing it a lot lately. You know how artists would usually say like, oh, with paints, it's like it's like it physically hurts them to do art, or like they really hate doing art, but they do it anyway. And it's like I think to them they think that's noble, but from what I from my for in my humble opinion, I think that's a terrible thing. Like if it physically hurts you to do something, I don't think you should do it. Like if you like hate art, like if anything you create just brings you pain, and like the idea of sitting down and draw just like it's like such a huge drag, and like you completely hate the whole process of like creating art, but like the idea of becoming an artist is so cool and whatever. It's like I think you shouldn't do art when it is like that. I'm not saying you shouldn't do art because you're like because like oh your passion is impure or whatever the feck. But I just think like it's just very like toxic for yourself. Like I don't think it's healthy, you know? And I think people are like the idea of becoming a creative person. And maybe they are, but like the idea of somebody who works as like an artist or like a writer is like really attractive to them. But realistically speaking, like if it hurts you to do it, I don't think you should do it. Like you could do it as a hobby, sure. I don't care. But if you genuinely want to have a job with like streaming or drawing or like writing, I don't think you should do it if it just literally just like it is like a chore to you. Like drawing commission is kind of a chore to me because technically it is, but like I still enjoy drawing for people, and like there are like specific pieces that I don't like when I finish them, but it's not like I hate to draw. Like some days are more difficult than others because of course your health and your stamina is like really important when it comes to creating art. It's kind of like a sport in a way because a lot of your like arms and shoulders, sometimes even your arse, is like work, and people don't really think much about that. But you know, like there's a lot of brain powers that you have to use when it comes to art. Unless you draw like one pose and one thing your entire life, then sure, you don't have to use a lot of brains, but but a lot of time drawing has a lot of brain energy going into it, and I just feel like because if you're doing it as a hobby, if you're doing it online just for yourself and for the people to see, and it already like pissed you off and it's already like really really difficult to do, then like I don't think you would survive. Like I remember working in an agency, like working overtime, doing like a bunch of like I think like 5 pieces a day or something, and like brainstorming for other ideas, and then like designing a character, doing storyboard, yada yada yada, working from like 9 a.m. to midnight, and then again waking up and like sending stuff over at like 6 7 a.m. and then go to work at 9 a.m. and keep going until like noon, like work like a straight like 12 hours basically, working like on like Saturday and Sunday. Like it's a struggle, and I feel like if you're already like complaining and you're already feeling the pain of doing it when you are just a hobbyist online, you will completely break down in like an actual workplace. Like I am being completely serious, and I am somebody who can sit on the computer and draw all day. Like I used to be that person. I'm too weak now to do it, but I can plow through and have like 3 finished pieces in like one day, which is a lot faster than than some people. And it's like and if I'm telling you that it's a bad idea, it is. Like I'm being completely serious. Like when it comes to art, when it comes to writing, when it comes to streaming, all of that. Like if the idea of being a streamer or being a writer or being an artist is more attractive than the act of streaming and writing and drawing itself, then I don't think you should pursue it. Do things that makes you happy, my man. Plus, like this is a very starving kind of job. Like you, and plus, because like is the nature of being a creative person is to always thrive forward. So basically, you will never get the feeling of being like, oh, I think I'm good enough, because you will never feel like you're good enough. The idea is always to thrive, because you will always see people that are better than you, and then you will be like, oh, I want to be good too, so I would like continue to improve after you've talked like for like a little bit or something. Like it's the thing, you know, like you would never feel like you're enough, and if you already like let that get to you, you're not gonna be able to survive for like the long run. And like why would you do something that hurts you? Like why would you hurt yourself, you know? Like life is short. Like, you know, human has like sometime most people live to like their 60s back in the day. Nowadays like people can live to like 90s most of the time. But like you only have 90 years to live. And I know that's a lot of hours, like 90 years sound like a very long time, but realistically speaking, like you spend like 20 of those years studying, and some people even have to spend like more than 20 years studying, you know? And then like a couple of like years just to like find your place in the world, and sometimes people just never able to find their place in the world because they keep thinking the idea of being something is better. And like that's more than half of your life just gone. Like that, it's just like gone. And like, do you really want to spend the rest of it doing something that legitimately brings you pain, even though because the idea of it or the name of the title is cool? Like, you know, why would you do that? It's not a well-paying job either. Like, I mean, like, you can be a graphic designer in like an agency and like kind of get decent paid after they completely demolish all your mental and physical energies. You know, you can do that, but like, why? Why would you? It hurts. Rim's going on a weird tangent. Rim is going on a weird tangent. Rim technically doesn't even know how to end it. His nose is not even supposed to be this pointy. How did I actually draw his nose the other time? like I can joke about it and be like, oh, tsundere artists, you know, but I think a lot of them genuinely just find it very difficult to draw, and like I feel so bad for them most of the time because it's like, stop drawing, you know, it's fine. You can pursue something else. You're not gonna die. Like you can stop, you know, like you can stop drawing. You can pursue something else. It can be a hobby. Your hobby don't always have to be a job. Like some people just cannot take art as a job, and it's fine. It doesn't make you any less of an artist. It doesn't make you any less valid as an artist. Same goes with streaming and writing as well. Like you can be a hobbyist streamer and a hobbyist artist. It's fine. And if anybody tell you that you're less of other people because you don't do it as a job, then you can tell them to fuck off. Such a weird tangent I went on to. Now everybody's quiet. Completely drove away like all of the viewers that I have on my weird tangent. Oh god, I need water. Room went straight 360-degree wisdom. Rim just flip a switch and just went on a weird tangent, just spilling wisdom like some kind of old witch in the woods. Like, you don't need the wisdom, but I will give it to you anyway. It's a very harsh kind of advice, I think. It's like, oh, I'm tired all the time. I hate drawing all the time, but like, I want to be an artist. So what do I do? And then the advice is like, stop. It's a very harsh advice, I know, but it's just is what it is. Okay, we can talk about something fun. We can talk about something fun now. Just let me think about something fun to talk about. I should have asked people for like weird questions or something so I can answer on stream. Every time I go on a tangent, it always just goes down to something that I believe in but also don't talk much about. And then I ended up talking a lot about it on stream. I get so talkative in like like lonely stream or like stream that I do by myself, because of course I'm the only one like hosting, so I kind of have to talk a lot. Like I get so talkative, and because I talk so much, I end up like saying like a lot of things. Sometimes it's good for my character, like my image, but sometimes it's not. It's like you take you give and take, you know, like people, you know. But yeah, I agree with you a lot on there. There's so many times people who are capable of things complain of these sort of things. Hi. You know, it happens. It's sad. It's not exclusive to the art and industry either. It happens everywhere. Yeah, it's true. Ah, I mean, like, if you're kind of like my mother, who is a teacher, and she's like, oh, you know, I technically never planned to be a teacher, but I actually enjoy teaching, then, you know, it's fine. But like, if you don't enjoy it, I don't think you should pursue it. No worries. Thank you, Eddie-san. Thank you, Eddie-san. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh yeah, tip. Always say arigatou gozaimasu or negai arigatou gozaimasu instead of just arigato. In Japanese, when you're actually interacting with Japanese people, I think it's a lot more polite when you say arigatou gozaimasu. Like they won't like if you look if you visually look non-Japanese, I don't think they would care. But it's just more polite that way, because in Japan people would say gozaimasu uh to be polite with each other. So you know, hi. I give him such a nice looking eye shape, and then the pupil is the one that give me the biggest struggle. You want to say you got thanks? Yamero. I remember there was like uh there was also a streamer that really don't like ariga things. Can you tell us your first work of fun or site Doge, and how old were you? Did you upload it online and share with a friend? My first fan art. I think I might be able to find it. Give me a second. It's very ugly, but because, to be honest, I was on the internet when I was very young already. Um. Oh yeah. Oh. This is a bit unrelated, but Riven finally figured out how to put the stream alert thing when you donate on Coffee. Isn't that cool? Like I think you can click on it. I don't know if you can click on it. But I actually don't know. Can you actually click on it? I don't know. But it shows you my coffee, right? Right? And then if you donate, it have a little pop up. It's very cool. But anyway, let me try to find it. I think I might be able to find it. I was on the internet when I was very young, and when I was still very young, and so a lot of my work are not are not the best. and and there was actually one account that I made on DeviantArt that was deactivated or was banned because they found out that I was underage, and it became very difficult to because I basically delete a lot of online trail of myself and my old art when I started to actually pursue art. So it's very unfortunate that I could not delete this one trail, and I will try to find it right now. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Congrats. Thank you. Arigato. And when it comes to dojin, this is actually my first ever dojo. Oh, I heard noise. What happened? Did somebody tip? How dare you? How dare you tip me? uh, it works. It does. Yamiro, did you actually tip? Yamiro. Thank you, but Yamiro. It does work. Yeah, it's supposed to work. It had to. I made sure. I tested and everything. Oh god, give me a moment. This is very difficult to look through. Oh god, I'm dying. Ah! Oh my god, it's so bad. Okay. I am genuinely having a difficult time looking at my own shit right now. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts so much. In every capacity. Oh. Ah. Ah. What? Stop vibrating. Oh, you actually donated. How dare you? Yummy, no! Thank you. I like how I'm like, oh, you know, like you can donate. Look how cool. And then somebody donated. I'm like, how dare you? Just to make sure it works. Yummy, no! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your generosity. I really appreciate it. um, give me a moment. Oh, it did actually paste. So this is this is my first fan art. It doesn't actually look that bad, but when did I do this? When did I post this? This was posted from my phone in 2013. I was 13 when I was online. How cool is that? Oh my god. I hate that I cannot delete these. Like, let me delete them off the internet. These are my old works, you know. Now that you know, these are one of my first fan art. And now it evolved to this. This is actually my first like doujin, to be completely honest. I never really even make a comic. Like I never really could like finish a comic before. I'm always more of an illustrator, if anything, and I realized later on that I don't want to be an illustrator. Like I'm fine with it, but it's not like something that I find the most fun to do. Well, it is fun still, but I like telling stories, and it's actually very difficult to tell stories just through illustration, at least for me. Like Furudate, the one who made Haikyuu, once said that they admire people who can like just tell story through one medium, which is like writing or like drawing, because he has to do both, and I think it's the same for me. It's a lot easier for me to express what I see through drawing. It's a lot easier for me to express what I'm thinking through writing, and I ended up finding this a lot more creatively relieving, I guess. Super cute, thank you. But yes, look how far I've come after 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 8 years! 8 years of being on the web. Okay. He looks annoyed. Like I want him to look like half scared, but he looks so annoyed. There you go. That's a little more quiver to the mouth, and it works better. Ah. People always ask, like, do you have a musical face? Like, it's like a slur. It's like, you can like musical. It don't have to be a face. It's very random. I was just listening to the music and I was like, oh yeah, people talk about musical. I like musical. And then I remember how people said, like, do you have the musical face? It's like stop. I think my entry into the internet was around when I was 7. Then corruption happened, and here I am. Wolfer Song is on the internet way young. I was also on the internet when I was very young as well, but I never really post anything up until I was like 12 or 13. Like, I'm pretty sure I started posting when I was 12. But I guess the only track record they have was when I was 13. Maybe curve their eyebrows a bit. Maybe. Asahi's eyebrows are kind of known to not be too wavy, so I don't want to stray too far, but I could do that. High School Musical. We're all in this together. The entire channel is striked by Disney just for that one sentence. Yeah, High School Musical was fun. I actually really like songs and everything as well. Rim likes to sing sometimes, so like I like songs, I like music, it brings me joy. I just like all type of art, I think. Like, I like photography. I like when people like was able to make fruits look like art, or like you know, express like their personality or express their styles with like food or food decorating. You know, it's very cool and whatnot. Like, I love like how people do clothing. I love how people design toys. I just like all type of art, I guess. Singing stream when? Singing stream when? I don't know. Singing stream when I can get away with copyright strike. It's very difficult when you stream on YouTube because I don't know how or when I will get striked. It's very difficult to tell. And it's not like I make money from this account, realistically speaking, but like at the same time it's like when I get struck it's gonna be a lot more difficult to just like have people watching, because sometimes my channel would be striked in like you know the region where I know people, you know, was from would watch, and it is very difficult. No, not wavy, like circular curve. Oh, you mean just like move them up, basically. I don't want it to look too terrified. Like, I don't want to be like terrified of Noya. It's just a little bit nervous, you know? Just change lyrics on the go. I guess you can do that, yes, but I mean, if YouTube can strike your own original songs because they think it sounds like their own, then like it can strike, you know, covers even if you change the words. YouTube is strict. YouTube is very mean with these. The idea of this frame is kind of like he put the bag down, he's thinking about it, yada yada yada, and then his thought was cut short when he started talking. So it's kind of like this frame was expanded into this frame in a way, which is why I kind of lay out like this. This is the idea anyway. I have no idea if I actually expressed the idea, like, or not. I honestly think like I think too much about these things. Like, I don't need to care. I just need to put boxes in. But like, I don't know why I think about it so much. Okay, you don't need chins. Wait, no, you don't need jawlines. This bag go based off of my little university bag because it's kind of the only bag that I have that I can actually stare at. I actually want him to be more surprised than scared. Oh god, I should have made up my mind. Okay, emotions are weird. How do I express emotions in 2D pixels? People express emotion too well in 2D pixels, and people mistake them for real people. So difficult. It's never a good way. Never a middle zone. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, control S. It's it's forget. Need to stop forgetting, but will continue to forget. Rim's midlife crisis. Too much emotion in 2D characters. No, my midlife crisis is not enough like emotion in my own 2D characters, and feeling frustrated when there are too much emotion in 2D characters because then people confuse them for being real fucking humans for some reason. It's like I get it, you have connection, but like they not real, it's fine. I remember as a child, I had like a very difficult time. I'm like shading these people or something because I'm talking about how I perceived them when I was a child. Um, but I remember when I was a child, my mother said that one time she was just like leaving me alone to watch TV in the front room as she was like cooking, and then suddenly she heard like me crying, like I was like wailing, like I was just like completely bawling, and so she rushed out and she was like, "Are you okay?" And then she found out and then I in tears, I was in tears, and I just basically said, "No way, she did," and that was why I was wailing so hard. And I mean, as a child, I had a difficulty coping with the 2D character's death and 2D character's relationship, I guess. But I was 5 then. So, say, take that as you will. Been wondering, do you have any artists that you find inspiration from? Kind of. Kind of. I have, like, kind of. Like, whatever I read and write, from like people from like actual artists in the industry or people on the internet, like whatever things that I consume, I will then learn like a few things here and there from them. Like for an example, like there was an artist that I follow on Instagram who, even though their art style is not something I'm a big fan of, I like the way that they have their ideas, and I like the way they do an anime. I also like the way they draw wings. And so I took some wings anatomy from them, and then for example with Haikyuu I started to kind of study about how he expressed himself and his character through through like kind of paneling. Like what I noticed recently was that whenever Furudate would draw like a long frame with just like backgrounds, is to basically separate like time, like it's to give you the notion that time has passed basically. And I didn't know that, I didn't think about it before, but it became a lot like more obvious after you've been staring at it for like a good chunk of time after like a week of been staring at it or something. And for some other artists, they would have like a one like white line just to tell you that the separation of time has happened. But yeah, like I would be like learning about like how people do shading, how people do effects, and whatnot, how people lay out their things like through like just multiple like sources, I guess. Like Horikoshi taught me how to do, I guess, emotion in a way. And Furutate taught me how to do character and how to do, yeah, how to do character basically, and how to kind of format like your things. I also really like the subtlety in Furudate's characters, like emotion as well. So there was also that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Jesus Christ. Sorry, my dad called. I panicked because he was screaming for my name, but it's fine. He was just basically asking. He was basically asking me to cook the rice at like 10 a.m. so we can eat lunch. I see. Interesting, interesting. Hi, hi. I just take inspiration from just anywhere and everywhere. To be honest, there's a lot of things you can learn just from everybody. Like I learned how to color by looking at like a variety of artists. I rarely look for how to color in manga artists, to be completely honest, because it's their coloring is not like basic, but like it's something that I am able to do. So I usually would look for like how to color through like different artists online or something like that. And it's very difficult to kind of like really cite where, you know. Like there's also this manga artist for Hoshi, that one anime about feckin' diamonds. Like that one anime when like the girls were like diamonds and not gems and they shine, and the main character girls with like full or something. I don't know how to pronounce her name. And like she had long hair at one point. She was really fragile or whatever, whatever. Like that anime slash manga. That mangaka kind of showed me how to kind of like do your paneling, because paneling is more than just like, oh, let me just slap here and here and here, and whatever. It's kind of like what I'm trying to do here, when like it's kind of like how I try to do here when like he put the bag down, and like he's like, and like there's this small frame, and then the frame expands itself to reveal that he's here, and then he's down here looking up at him because he is shorter than him, but at the same time he's also looking up at this character to kind of like Loki indicate that they're looking at each other, basically having like a conversation, kind of like that. It's just small things that you don't think about until you've been staring at their work for enough time. It's just fun, I guess. I like learning things. But I only like learning things when they're actually interesting to me. Which is selective learning, I guess. I also learn like things here and there from like people that I know in real life and whatnot. Like their graphic designer. One other thing that a coworker helped me back in the day was that like you can copy paste like whatever assets you need, but you need to flip it around. You need to do something about it to make it look new. Stuff like that. It's very basic stuff, but you don't think about it. Not really. Mm. It's kind of like well actually, when it comes to you guys, like where is your inspiration for creation usually come from, because Wufasang is a like a side job, like composer slash musician, ancha. So like, how do you usually get, like, who do you get inspiration from? And for everybody else, like, who do you get your art inspiration from, or like, how do you get like inspiration from, just to, you know, do basic things, I guess. Because like I think inspiration just comes from everywhere. Like, I mean, when I was younger, a lot of my inspiration for like how I live life kind of come from my parents and stuff like that. And like a lot of philosophy and such also stem from like a lot of works that you read, that you choose to believe in, whatever. And I think it's kind of similar with art and music and streaming as well, because some people have like like streamers or like YouTuber that they watch. Like, I think a lot of my chaotic energy is kind of similar to Call Me Kevin. He's a YouTuber, and I think the way, like, because I am chaotic, but I never really know how to express it, like, you know, like in a in a way that like would be fun to watch. So I kind of like picked up like how to do it from Call Me Kevin, you know, stuff like that. So you can say that one of my like streaming slash like personality expressing is from Call Me Kevin or something like that, you know. Because like you know, when you stream, it's like it is your personality, but at the same time you have to express yourself in a way that will make it somewhat decent and like engaging to watch, you know. Because in on stream, whenever I am being chaotic, I am technically ruining people. Like, I am helping, but like a lot of time I am ruining people, so you have to do it in a way that is engaging and not like annoying or something. If I'm being Kitty Sangse, if I'm being honest, I see stuff online and it's just like, oh, cool, I want to do something like that, and then I try to do something similar without completely copying the same thing I draw. Hi, kind of like that, yes. I mean, it is the same with me and like coloring, drawing, and anime style, paneling style, and whatnot. Like, a lot of it is just, oh, I think the way that they do it like this is very interesting, so I want to be able to do it like as well. I mean, a lot of people also cite me as like one of their inspiration, which I find very like flattering. But it is just a lot of like, oh, I find this interesting, I find this cool, let me do it. It stemmed from, like, I don't think people think about it a lot, but I'm pretty sure it stemmed from like your own innate like want to kind of be curious and improve yourself in a way. My inspiration draw from games that I play and whatever I find online. OSTs from Ace Combat, Battlefield, and then Mario Kart. Biggest inspiration came from my dad since he's a full-time musician, said Wufusang. Hi, that's cool, see? We take it from everything, from our parents to the media that we consume. Yes, from everywhere. So in a way, making music and making drawings is very the same. That's why they call it art. Art is a combination of all of the things in the world. Come to drawing and writing, and making music and singing. Stems from everywhere. Art is everywhere. We take no art discrimination in this house. We look down on art discrimination in this household. Okay, I have an idea I have an idea of how I want to do this next. I have an idea of how I want to do this next frame, but what time is it? Okay. I need to put an alarm at like 10 a.m. so that I can actually cook, which is about an hour from now. God, I'm being faced with the fact that you just gifted me money again. What was I gonna do? Oh no, what was I gonna do? I forgot. Fuck. I completely forgot. I got a strong musician background that stems from my family tree too. It's just a matter of time that I take it up and have fun with it. Hi, that's good, that's good. Oh, that sounds very fun. A whole family of musicians, that's very cool. Rim's family do not have any creatives in it from what I know. There is one cousin of mine that is an architect. Is both creative and technical, which is pretty fun. But Rim is not technical. Like I use brains when I draw, but I'm not technical. Very far from it. What the fuck is this frame? It's got nothing in this. Okay. Control S. I just did. Oh yeah, cook rice in an hour. Right. Alarm. Suffers. This is what happens to me just on the daily. Okay, I just do things and I forget. I set myself out to do things. I see some things on my phone. I forget. I close my phone and then I scream saying, "Oh fuck, I forgot." Oh yeah, a little fun fact is what I kind of found out while I was doing this. You see these frames out here? Clip Studio, whenever you make like comics or like manga, they would give you like this frame. Basically, these areas outside, like the outside is when like it will be cut. This is like an A4 size, but usually you would put two pages together and then you print them out, and that would make, and then like the size of the paper would be like an A5, right? So you know, like a typical manga slash notebook basically. And these are the areas that will be cut out, trim out basically. But these are what they call bleeds. So you kind of have to put your colors or like your lines out here, because like if you do it like this, like when it is actually printed out, they might have like a white gap here just like for no reason. And bleeds are usually for like when there is like, so for example, mine is gonna be left binding, which is gonna bind over here, because this is the left page, so it's gonna be binding itself over here. So it has like, so this is kind of the space when like it would be binded and whatnot. So or like there will be the page where like when you're trying to trim out the edges, it will be out here and stuff like that. So they do recommend you to kind of draw like non-important like spaces like in here, so like the bleed spaces won't just like be white or something, and like half of your drawing just cut off like just randomly. But at the same time, do not put like any important like details over here, because then it would like might be completely cut off. I expect my payment by the end of the stream as your part-time assistant. But you know what, part-time assistant is right. I don't remember all of my things. I need to be better at my own schedules. My brain too small. Oh yeah, look, they actually have a very cool thing that they do in Clip Studio. they have a 3D preview for bookbinding. Let me save this first. And I usually like would just have it on preview just to see like how the pages actually look when you make it a thing. So I'm gonna try to see if I can change the browser to help you view it, the window capture to help you view it. What is this? Wait, so those bleed spots is important for doing manga types? Kind of, yeah. I think I think it is also important to do like comics as well in general, because that's kind of where they cut off or like when like bind things and whatnot. So you know they are the things that you need to be aware of when you're doing them. 3D fever for binding, yes. Do you see them? Where is this? Oh yeah, it's way down. I have to actually put it up. Go up. This is ridiculous. There we go. It's a bit... Okay. There we go. This is the 3D view preview for the bookbinding. So for example, as you can see, you know, it shows you like how things actually goes and whatnot. And like, for example, with what we were doing before, see over here, you know, the bleeds is the one that is gonna be like, is that like the corners and whatnot? Ah, feck it. Don't close. And like you can see that the bleed sometimes like is still like out here because I don't exactly get trimmed to get fit, but like if you need to trim it to fit it, then like, you know, that's where it goes. So yeah, this pretty cool thing. Clip Studio basically is very like useful if you like search up their tutorial on how to make on like what all of the symbols mean in their little like thing they will show you. So it's pretty cool. You also get to see like your cover and your back cover like completely open as well. So it helps just to like help plan things out a lot better. Because like I guess before there's just a lot of guesswork and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty cool. What do you mean? Oh, toot. What is toot? Toot はどういうことわかんない。何なんですか Need to brush up on my actual Japanese and stop being a weeb. Oh, cute. Oh, thank you. um, I don't know why I was lagging, then I realized I was downloading Apex. Whoopu-san play Apex? I mean, I have Apex, but I'm not good at it, so I don't play it often. And plus I get really awkward when I play like with online people in a way. Like I prefer to play in silence. So also, I was actually quite proud of myself because I actually finished like 2 Secret Santas like kind of yesterday. So yay. I have no deadlines for the foreseeable future up until the design is announced. Or like the bang that I'm into. But whatever. A bang or a big bang is basically when an artist and a writer kind of combine forces, and you can make art for, and like usually like the the writer would be given a prompt, and then they would have like some sort of like a main plot, and then the artist would then read through the plot and see like which one they like, and then pick like a selected amount, and then they will be randomly generated to be kind of like a pair or a trio or whatever. It depends on how many artists and writer there are, but yeah, pretty cool. It's kind of my first bang. I'm also an art mod in one of my first design as well. I have no experience. I'm 20. I have no experience in being in any collaborative works other than school. But I'm quite excited about it. Hi. Re-downloading on stream. I'm not a huge fan of battle royale games, but I'm doing it to play with low brother. Aww. What do you have to re-download on stream? Did you download it on like a different like app before, like software before? You look like a frog. I hate the fact that now you have such intense like sideburns. Like nobody talks about this, but look how intense his sideburns are, like in canon. Ah, Noya, why are you so 90s? Yes, Apex used to be an Origin, so I uninstalled the game and went to Steam instead, and all my games are there. Oh, okay. I see. So you just want to put it in one place, got it. Because I was gonna say, if you wanted to play with somebody who downloaded the game on Steam and somebody who downloaded the game on Origin, you can, from what I noticed. Because from what I remember, I think Apex downloaded it on Origin, and me and my friend and I downloaded it from Steam. And all we needed to do was just look up each other's name, and we were able to play together. So, but if you just wanted to put them all together, then yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, it makes sense. I tend to talk so quickly. I need to remind myself to slow down. He's like a scared animal. Look at him. He's terrifying. Hi. How long have I been going? Jesus. 2 hours. It's a 2 hour stream now. Christ. I don't think any of you will get this, but Noya is speaking in a very like weirdly northern, like it's a northern style of speaking, but it's also very country. So I just thought it was kind of funny. Um, I wrote it in Vietnamese, so I don't think anybody will get it, but but that is kind of the vibe, and I thought it was kind of funny. It's just funny seeing him speak in my own language. Because I never really did this before. I usually just translate and put everything in English, because I do think in English anyway. But like, you know. Also, I might end the stream when we hit the 3 hour mark, but because I don't know how my body can actually take it. And also, because 3 hour mark is when I need to cook anyway, so so I have to go either way. So you know, so when we click the 3 hour mark, we're going to stop. um, Later on, I probably have to put like the first page, combine the first page with the last page, so that we can actually make a book. Because I'm planning to DIY it instead of actually like go out to a store and help them bookbind it, because I have no idea where. And also, I'm not actually legally allowed to do this either. Like in Vietnam legal system, I don't think you're legally allowed to do it in Japan either, but or like China. So that's why I don't want to like go to like a publisher or like some place that could expose me for it, because I'm just having fun. Like, and I'm thinking like maybe perhaps like after I'm done with it, like I can ask like some artists online that I know to like do a little bit of a fun like merch exchange or something. You know, we can send it to each other and it'll be fun or whatever. But you know, we'll see. We'll see if I'm actually friends with them after like like when I'm done. We actually have to be friends with them when I'm done, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. Yes, you have to cook rice. Yes, eventually. Oh god, you actually get to see me sketch. This is ugly. Okay. I appreciate that I actually have like a decent amount of people on like watching stream right now. Like it's not like a lot, but like it is a lot for me. And like I just like to imagine that you all are just here to kind of listen into the stream instead of like fully participating. But the idea but the idea of people listening into the stream is also so funny to me, because this one song is just looping in your ears now, or like out on your speaker, like you cannot escape. Like you get to hear me, sure, but most of the time when I'm quiet, you get to hear that abomination of a song. I remember back in the day when not back in the day, like I think like a year or two ago, like I was doing like a group work with my classmate, and we went to this like cafe to have like to do the work and everything. And legitimately, this cafe plays one song for the entire fucking afternoon. Like I remembered like how it drove me completely bonkers. I was so pissed. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I hate it. And then finally they changed to a different song, and they looped that song for another 4 to 5 hours. Maybe 6. I lost track. I was so pissed. And then they changed the song again, and it's back to the song that they were looping in the morning. I cries. So if it drove me crazy, it probably drive you crazy as well by keep playing the song. I once did like I complete like 4 hour stream because I was running like a commission deadline, and I remember like one person sitting there with me. I don't think we had like loop songs back in the day, but I didn't like those songs, so it did drive me crazy. Like I was putting up like a lot of lo-fi, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not like much of a lo-fi like person. Like I don't listen to lo-fi too often. Like I like songs like this. It's obnoxious. It's cute. It makes me happy. It sounds super cheery. It brings a smile to my face. Like I'm not a big fan of lo-fi. Lo-fi is very chill. I need to be in a very specific mood to listen to it, and I'm never really in that mood. I never really even listened to it to fall asleep. I listen to anime openings to fall asleep. So like yeah, I like a lot of sad music, a lot of happy music, but lo-fi is just one of the rare type of music that I don't listen to. Like I can listen to like metal, rock, country, whatever you bring me to, or bolero. I hate bolero, but I will listen to it. Some songs are good. But fucking but lo-fi is like a strange like music species for me. I don't know why I cannot listen to it. Cannot is the wrong word. I don't know why I don't like to listen to it. There we go. I guess my taste finally comes with lo-fi. My taste and my tolerance ends with lo-fi. I don't want to be too detailed on this one. I'll change it up eventually, but this one's an easy frame, so I'm just gonna give myself a vague idea what this is. I got not like an advice, but I did ask like one of the people who already made like fan books and comics before, and I asked them like, oh, how do your process usually goes? And they basically said that usually they would sketch everything out first, like vaguely, just to kind of give an idea of like how many pages they'd need, and then like slowly they would do the line and the coloring. And I don't do coloring, so well I do shading, kind of the same thing, but it's fine. Okay, that's the first time I've heard anyone say genre as species. Did I say species? I didn't know that I said species. Species of music. Oh. I would be ashamed if I actually was aware that I was saying that. That's so funny. Well, I guess I got another strike for alienness. I'm not even trying to be like a weird, quirky person. I'm not even trying to be like, hey guys, look at how quirky I am. That's the way they use it. No, I'm just genuinely a fucking dumbass. Oh my god. Species! What's wrong with me? Species of music. I didn't even notice I say that. Oh, god. Dying noises. Oh wow, I haven't saved for so long that Clip Studio just auto-save for me. random questions. Random question? Are you guys the type to carry the conversation, or the one who needs somebody to do the heavy lifting during a conversation? From what I remember, I think the song was kind of like an advertisement for a specific kind of like nickel game, but I don't remember which one it was. Uh, for Sansa, it depends on the person I'm talking to. I'm very cautious with new people there. Like, I observe them for a bit before doing anything more. Oh, omoshiroi, interesting. I think I am kind of the same like that, yeah. But I'm usually the one who talk a lot, I think. Because like usually when I start a conversation with people is when I kind of want to or need to. And usually when you talk to people you kind of have to know a little bit about them to kind of carry, yeah, to really carry the conversation. Like for me, whenever I talk is like whenever I carry, quote unquote, carry the conversation is usually like asking them, especially with strangers. Like I usually would just ask them like, like what is this, what is that for you? Like yeah. Like just try to find like a type of like question that would be easy for them to answer, but somewhat revealing, so you kind of know where they stand on things and whatnot, and like see if you can have any like similarity that you can talk about and such like that. And from what I know is kind of, from what I see is kind of pretty effective. So little tip for any socially awkward peeps out there: just ask people about themselves, and then after a while, if they don't even like, if they never really ask, uh, you know, they don't ask about you, and then you just realize that they really talk a lot about themselves like the entire time. You could also find out that they are very kind of self-centric. They kind of like the attention, and they won't really listen to you when you need them to. So yes, you can learn a lot with just like asking people about themselves. Like people usually was like afraid that like if you do that, like how could you tell if like they just like is self-centered? It's like that's how you tell. They just talk about themselves a lot, and they just don't even care about what you have to say, and they don't even care like to ask you the same question or something. And like after a while, it became a pattern. And it's like okay, well I see you. It's fun. Because like when people find out that you genuinely care about what they have what they like. If people find out that you genuinely care about what they have to say, they will also start like asking you the similar or the same question. So it becomes so like you get to kind of recognize that okay, they care. And also, if you ask questions to people and they give like really short and vague answer, you can also tell that they do not want to talk. So yeah, you can learn a lot about people if you just ask them about themselves. It's great. Pro tip: ask more, answer less. Ask more to answer less. Exactly. That's how you carry a conversation. With friends, it's very different though. With friends, I like to talk about like how they feel, their emotions, their stance on like a little bit more of a either risque or dangerous topic that I won't just talk to a stranger about, stuff like that. So you know, stuff. Yeah, yeah. With friends, it's a different kind of carrying the conversation. I rarely want to just be the questionnaire. Like I don't want to just be there and ask question the entire time, but usually that is how it goes. And it becomes like really painfully obvious when somebody just want to talk about themselves. Like they will not let you even butt in. And it's kind of funny. Like they don't realize it, like how rude they're being that they are. And then when they try to, would like, and then when they actually quote unquote listen to you, like you kind of really notice that they don't remember any word that you said. It's kind of funny. Lactose coroni. Um. Okay. One more thing that I kind of notice about people these days is kind of like they say and they complain a lot and they don't really do anything to make the situation better. And then when you tell them that is they're like, "Oh, but like there is no way." It's like there is a way and I cannot exactly tell you what is the way because everybody's different. Like I know life is hard, but you know when you just don't do anything to improve it, it's kind of prove a point. It's kind of almost like, oh, you just want to be in this space forever then, you know, stuff like that. It's like I don't want to be that harsh, but sometimes it is the thing that people need to hear. Uh, like I mean, I complain a lot too about like here and there about nothing and everything in general. But like, at least I try. You know, it's good to try to improve. Oh god, it looks uglier the more I try. How do you, Blader Noia? Other differences with those who try and return, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. And after you hear them complain for like enough time in your brain, you're like, okay, okay. And it's like I know that there are people who try, but at the same time, it's like after a while, it becomes really abundantly obvious who is trying and who is not. It becomes very difficult to kind of stay or like stick around with people who is not trying. And I feel like people kind of criticize a lot of like family members or friends who have like family members or friend that has like mental issue very harshly for this, but it's very difficult to really say because for healthy people it really does look like you're not exactly trying, even if you are. And like there are some like mentally ill people who are not trying, who are kind of just ignoring like everybody else's effort to help them and whatnot. And it's kind of heart wrenching. It's a heart wrenching reality for like a lot of parties, you know? Like because like technically you cannot fault anybody for leaving someone who keeps making them feel invalidated. Because when you're depressed or like when you're like mentally unwell, there are things that you will do and things that you will say that make people feel like all of their efforts mean nothing, or like all of their efforts are in vain. And like you can't exactly fault them for leaving at that point. You know, it's just very very sad. Like I only started thinking about like the other side of the spectrum after like, because I was depressed for a really long time and I was surrounding myself with people that was mentally ill because you know we could relate to each other. You know, it was like, oh my god, me too. But like you don't really recognize how hard it is being somebody who like have been through, you know, the hardship and like have, it's like is somewhat stable, and being around somebody with such a warped mindset, like how much damaging it is just for you in general, not just them and whatnot. And like you would like to stay and would like to just commit your entire day and night for them, but like is that good for them? Is that good for you? No, it's difficult to say. Very sad stuff. Talk about sad stuff again. Just cannot hold myself back on sad stuff apparently. Every time, every time I'm trying to think of something to talk about, it ends up being sad. Why? I'm also trying to figure this out. I had an idea last night and I thought it would work, but it's not really working too well right now. Spoopy! Oh! Oh, Sofon-san! Hello! Is that Sofon-san? Well, either way, hello, Spoopy-san. Hello! I'm doing the thingy. Just saying, but stream is a little bit laggy. So yeah, not laggy, but you know, like the feed comes, you know, a bit late. But yes, life do be sad sometimes. Control. Oh, right. Forget. Okay, this page might feel a little bit too cluttered now. Kam-san. Ah, Kam-san. Hi. Hello, Kam-san. The recommended amount of frame in one page is actually 6 to 7. Fun fact. I was forced to learn a lot of these stuff that I don't really have any use for until today. I learned graphic design. I don't know why my teacher thought it would be a good idea to teach us about manga, something that he doesn't make. So, he just have a lot of technical stuff that he can teach us. And for once, I can actually put them to work. Because he has the audacity to say that that storyboarding is basically like making a manga, and I don't agree, but you know, whatever. Yeah, fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I'm just staring at it right now. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. It's a lot of frames. Ah. Oh god, okay, how do we do this? The audacity, the disrespect, the disrespect. But yeah, he was not. I'm gonna be completely honest. He's not really a qualified teacher, and I'm not even saying it in like in bad faith. He is a an IT kind of like he came from like computer science, and because we don't have a teacher, they kind of force and because he has like a background in knowing how to use Photoshop, they put him as a teacher for Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator back in the day, and like he did fine, he did decent. So the school somehow, because he did that class decent, I thought it would be good if he would just do anything digital art related, which lead to deadlines of 3 animation in like 1 semester, and which the entire semester is like a couple of months. So a lot of time we were doing one 10 minutes animation in like by animation I mean like story. Like we have to actually build a story. We have a story built, we have the world built, we have the character built, we have to make the animation and the character design in and all of that entirety within like 3 weeks. And then the time just shortens the more you come to the end of the term. And I think my classmate had to make like a full like frame by frame animation for like 2 weeks at one point, and one of the animation that we made was also in 1 week, and we even have to find like sound effects and voice design and like voice acting and such, and like the whole thing was like 10 minutes. A nightmare. I hated that teacher. because he was unqualified. Everything he say I could find online, right? Because he's not like from the field. He's not even like an artist basically. Like I know it sounds harsh, but he was not. So when his deadline was becoming like a lot more and more terrifying, and like and like even his way of grading was basically degrading, like he was just there's just a lot of things wrong with him, but the deadline thing was one of the biggest things that made me really fucking hate him, because like we would ask him to extend the deadlines or like whatever, and he would be like, oh I can't, like the academic head. And then I would ask my mom if the academic head is the one who is in control of when you hand in the deadlines, and she said basically kind of, but not really. Like if you have like a last semester grade, then yeah, then the academic head kind of have a say in that. Like you have to grade it by this deadline. But when it comes to just general deadline within the terms, within the semester, then it is the teachers like control. Is not the academics has control. And like and then she was proven right, because when my group was asking for an extension, and when my class was asking for an extension, he refused to give it. And then when people that was like a year like below us was asking for an extension, he extended it for them. He was like, I've been trying to do this a lot, like I heard like some people were talking about it. It's like I've been begging for a fucking week, and now did you say that because that class was begging for it, you say yes? Like come on man, that's ridiculous. Yeah. When every IT teacher is a whole ass problem somewhere. Jesus Christ, that's a shitty time frame. Why you need sleep when you can animate for a computer major, right? Ridiculous. Not even animate. We have to tell a story as well. Like he wanted the story to have beats. He wanted to have like a first arc, a second arc, and a third arc. I was so pissed. I thought it was ridiculous, because it was ridiculous. But ridiculous. Stupid. Stupid. And the school eventually realized it's stupid as well, because they don't even have animation classes in the fucking major anymore. They realize that graphic design, which is what my major actually is, don't need animation most of the time. Most of them don't do animation. At least they don't do frame by frame animation. So they completely got rid of the class. They also got rid of background, painting, but whatever. That's I don't have opinion on that one. I didn't attend that class. Yeah, ridiculous. Rim said fuck. Rim curse a lot. Kamsang. Now you know. Rim is actually quite vulgar in English. I actually don't curse a lot in my native tongue, but I don't know why I curse so much in like English. Are you talking about the same teacher that all of the kids in your class hated from because of how judgmental he was? I walked away for a second and hated full convo. No, that was a different teacher. It was a she, the one that was judgmental. That one was an asshole as well. She had a teacher who was unqualified for the field. Is they? Wim has no gender. Look at my little character. It's smooth down there. It's nothing down there. I am a non-gendered specific creature. They cursed earlier too. It's all good. Yes, Rim cursed a lot. Rim is a cursing machine. This is kind of just to establish that because Asahi has been very nervous this entire time going into this, and this is kind of to establish that him and Noya kind of have like a closer, almost closer relationship with most friends. But yeah. Yes, Rim identifies they them. That's why I refer to them in third person mostly. yes, the Rim is Rim don't have any specific gender. I prefer it that way. I don't like I don't mind being a specific gender, but I don't like the weight of what the specific gender kind of implies. Because if I'm a female, there's like certain expectation, and then if I'm a male, there's certain expectation. So it's like I don't want to be a specific one, and I will take the expectation of both until the baggage that comes within the identification of the gender kind of disappears. Then I will think about it. What's going on in the comic? First year Asahi. Hi. This is first year Asahi. This is first year Asahi. This is second year Noya, and their height is flipped. But this is like a totally like this is an alternate universe, and it's not like they were like dropped in this universe. It's not like they were dropped in this universe or anything. It's just a genuinely like a different universe thing, and we are exploring their dynamic in this universe, and this is their kind of first meeting, like official first meeting. Like he is aware that he is a Karasuno Ku Libero, and he is aware that he is a good spiker, but like, because they've seen each other play, but that's it. This is their actual first official meeting. Like he greets him, he comes over, puts bag down, they talk, and like from the get-go, Noya is very friendly. So yeah. Professor said, "Oh, I didn't know that. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I don't usually mind, but I don't know why. I think it's easier to kind of establish at least somewhat of a consistency, because I generally don't really care what people like, what pronouns they use for me, but it's good to have consistency. I don't like when people ask like, oh, didn't that person, say this, didn't that person say that? It's like, yeah, but like I generally didn't really mind. Like I just like, but like, it's good to just have consistency. So oh, cute. Yeah. Jesus Christ, okay. Did not mean to undo that far. What is this then? It is from here. Why did you not let me undo this? Alright. Okay. Send pointless use for clean bathroom and stinky bathroom sorting yucky gender roles make my head hurts. Gender role is quite important in Asia, and there's just a certain amount of weight that people kind of expect you to have. Like I just want people to expect me to be weird, you know. So if I can tell people like, oh, I don't have a specific gender, they'd be like, oh, that's weird. You're a weird person, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm debating how to do this frame because I have an idea of what I want, but I don't know which one would be better. It's either like from the top view of Noya looking down at Asahi, like quivering when he first got on the court in his like second year, in his like last year of like middle school, holding a ball. Or we can do something like from the other view, which is god damn it. Keep clicking the wrong button. Okay, we still have time. Okay. Send to the speed button. How tall is Noyan in AU? He's about 183-ish. In this AU, he's about Asahi's like canon height, I guess. Yeah, so he's about like 180. Also, thank you, Wufa-san. I just saved. I genuinely forgot. Oh god, Jesus. Don't let me. But yeah, he's about 180. Hi. Who knows no one with a childish personality trait. If you can be basic, you can. I don't mind people who likes to be, who has like cisgender roles is fine. I don't mind. I don't care about it. I just personally don't. Because I actually have like normal straight cis friends, you know? So I get like really, like I remember like getting a really weird, like uncomfortable feeling when like some of the people in the LGBT becomes like weirdly discriminatory towards them. They're like, oh, the straights, like we're not gonna get the straights in. It's like that's one of the things that in the okay, this is not tea, but this might look bad. You know, it might make some people look bad, but when we started a LGBT VTube group, one of the things that we were discussing was like, oh, are we allowed to get like are we allowed to put allies in? And they keep referring them as the straight TM, and I know they're joking, but I hate it. I was so uncomfortable. It's like you don't like it when people refer to you as your like sexual whatever, because like you're not just that, but you are doing the same thing with them, aren't you? Like, it makes me so uncomfortable because it's just ridiculous. It made me so uncomfortable like the entire time. It's like I'm trying to have a proper discussion. I know you are as well, but like why you keep referring them as the straights? Just say like allies or whatever, because like allies are kind of the only person that would join an LGBT Discord group if they're not within the spectrum themselves, you know? Like it's make me so uncomfortable. It's like this straight. It's like you don't want them there. It's like you don't want any like straight allies or something. It makes me so fucking uncomfortable. A lot of things make me uncomfortable with these things. Like there's just so many icky things just that I cannot really talk about because like technically speaking I'm talking about it. It's like I'm spilling tea and like I don't care for tea. I just want to have fun. But I keep having like things that makes me so uncomfortable. It's like, what do I do? Like, should I just stop talking to these people or something? Like, uncomfy, big uncomfy. Sucks. Okay, what else? And then Noya can be like up here looking down. Kind of the two ideas that I have for this frame is either this Noya, and then you can have like some other people also watching because he's going with other people. Ran time with Rim very nice. I listen with interest. Rim just get real angry. It's like, hey, Mimi, comfortable. I'm not even like an easily uncomfortable person. Again, I have like thick skin. Like you can like I remember like on I think like on my latest stream I was streaming with an old friend and at one point people were kind of making fun of my character because they didn't know what kind of species it looked because it was so vague. so 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 I basically was like making fun of it as well. Like I make myself a banana, then a watermelon, and everything. And like people were like, "Oh, Rim is a chicken. Like does Rim want like they want to cook you? What do you want to be cooked?" And I was like, "Oh, I like to be fried. Like you can cook me, but like I have to be fried. Like I don't like to be boiled and like I don't like to be roasted. It makes me look all like charcoal and stuff. Like I want to be pretty. I want to die pretty. So douse me in oil and a bunch of powder and just dip me into that boiling water and let me be cooked and whatnot." Like I'm not an easily uncomfortable person. I'm just but like if you make me uncomfortable you're probably just kind of being a little bit ignorant, I guess. Like I think that's the one thing that I have very low tolerant towards is like it's like just intense amount of ignorance. Don't forget the highway takes many forms, bumpy, curvy, or straight. I took the straight highway, but sometimes I stop at the pit stop to enjoy with everyone. Hi, hi! Don't forget about the ride, 6 minutes. Yes, yes, it's already 10:54 a.m. at my place. Deep fried Kentucky Rim. Yes. I like fried chicken. But yes, 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, bye, bye, bye. Oh yeah, 5. So that means like that means we're gonna end stream in 5 minutes. So let me just try to do this very fast because my hand is also getting tired. So it's good for rest. Speed run, speed run. I very much would tell me if I'm uncomfortable. Also, are you cooking something? I'm gonna be cooking rice after this because that's what my dad told me to do. speedrun. At any minute, at any minute, the clock will ring. Ah, screams. But yeah, at 10, my dad told me the cook rice at 10 a.m. So, which is like a couple of minutes from now. The way as I hold the ball right now is kind of the way I hold the ball because I have such small hands. um, it's gonna be the sound effects, but you know, we'll think about it later. But yes, I will tell when I am being uncomfortable. I did tell those people that calling like your allies the straights doesn't make me uncomfortable, but I didn't care, so whatever. Okay. 2 minutes. Okay. Well, I surprisingly was speed running. I didn't realize. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, undo that for the eyes. Don't forget to control S. Right. Oh god, jeez. Okay, it's time. The alarm has spoken. Room will now be offline. Thank you, Mina. Who. Thank you, everybody who joined. I hope you enjoyed. This is what it looks like at the end. This is what I will work in like 3 hours. It's not a lot, Jesus Christ. But this is what our work was, you know, in 3 hours. I'm so sad. It's not even a lot of things, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Thank you everybody who comes. Goodbye, good. ありがとうございました。